Welcome back to a series of short videos on working with Aptana for FMIS 2201 IT and Business. At this point, you've already downloaded a template and copied the files of the template into your public_HTML folder. And it's probably a good idea to take a look at the instructions of the semester project to familiarize yourselves with what's required by the semester project. If you've been reading the chapter on systems development or information systems development in the textbook as part of the activities for the week, you'll get an understanding of what is meant by the SDLC, the Systems Development Lifecycle. And part of the Systems Development Lifecycle is to understand what it is that you're building. And in the case of our project here, we're actually building a website. And every project has its requirements. So the requirements are stated in the semester project instructions on Moodle. So if you go to your Moodle site, in week 8, you'll find the semester project instructions and submission link. If you click on that, excuse me, if you click on that, you'll find the semester project instructions right here. So I'm going to go over these instructions briefly so that you know what it is that you're going to be supposed to be building for your semester project. First thing it says is that at this point, it says you should have downloaded a suitable template, which we already did. And the website page should contain a navigation section that allows anyone visiting your site to link to any page. So what we're going to do is we're going to create different files, or we're going to build different files for a website so people can navigate back and forth between the index file, which is the home page, to the other files. So what are those files? Well, first of all, you have the introductory home page, which is the index.html page that we've been working on the past few weeks. And then we need a resume and skill page. Okay? And we can call that resume.html. So this page should contain a table and a summary of your resume, and then it should describe at least 2 skills or capabilities that demonstrate your personal competitive advantage. Maybe we talked about this in our previous weeks, or what is meant by a competitive advantage. So here you're going to write on the page what it is that you think your personal competitive advantage is that you have over your over anyone else. And it's got to display at least 2 images or videos related to your skills that you claim you have. Right? So in other words, this page will require a table with a resume, and it will require 2 images about your skills. The next page is a discovery page that we'll be building. And the discovery page is about an IT-related topic that you did not know about or were unfamiliar before taking the course. So it's why it's called a discovery. Now, what topic are you going to choose? Well, there's plenty of topics. All you have to do is turn the pages in the textbook, and you'll find all sorts of topics on IT that you can choose. So I would recommend choosing one that you like the most. And that way, you'll at least have some interest in doing research about it, and maybe choosing, as is required here, an image on it, and then writing up a brief paragraph defining the topic, why you thought the topic was interesting, and how it relates to the class. Okay? And at the bottom of this page, you'll need to describe at least 2 companies that's related to the topic. It could be a company that uses the technology, or it could be a company that actually sells the technology. It could be anything, as long as the company is related to the topic. Okay? And the company description should include the logo of the company, and so on. The final page is the interests or hobbies page. So this is a page that should contain interesting information about your personal interests and hobbies. Perhaps contributions to your family, maybe your volunteer work. And on this page, you require 3 links to those hobbies or contributions and 3 images. So as you can see, each page has its own character. It's got its own requirements. And that's why you need a template, because the template, it'll be easier to work with the template because the template already has files that you can choose from. So let's take a look at the template that we've downloaded and see what we have. So we already have the index.html file, which is going to be our home page. We don't need to change that because that's, it's already there. And let's see if it fulfills the requirements that we were talking about earlier. So just double click on it. And the requirements of the index page says that you should have a picture of yourself, kind of a main picture of yourself, and you should also have, I think I've got it here already. Here we go. So I can go to the home page right here, and it does have a picture of myself, or a location that where I can put a picture of myself, and it's got to have 2 or 3 pictures at the bottom for your biography. That's what it says. And sure enough, it's got a few pictures that I can use for describing my biography as required by the instructions. Here, so my index file looks good here. So I'm happy with it. So I'm going to go out and take a look at the other requirements. And it says what's required. I'm going to show you just for the online assignment. The next thing that's required is a resume page. And resume page needs a space for your resume, or actually a summary table of your resume. And then you require 2 images to be placed on this page, and some text to accompany the images. So let's take a look at which files is going to fit that requirement. So I'm going to go in and take a look at the gardens right now. So I'm going to go to the gardens page. And this might work actually, because hey, it's got some space. I can put a summary of my resume up here. And it does have 3 already. I only need 2. So I can delete one of these and use this as my resume page. So I'm happy with this for my resume page. All right. And just for the heck of it, I'm just going to take a look at another requirement. And the other requirement says that I need a new discovery page. A new discovery page it's got to have, the top section should feature a tutorial, video, or picture of the IT related topic. And then it's got to have down here 2 companies. In other words, it needs 2 logos or pictures that I need to put at the bottom of the page, and some paragraphs to accompany that. So let's take a look at what I've got in terms of choices here. My template, the about page is not that good. It doesn't have any pictures that I can use. So I'm gonna skip that. The plants page is exactly the same as the garden page. If you notice, it's just different pictures. News is that won't work either because it only has 1, and context is just for context. So it looks like I'm stuck with gardens because I can put a picture up here, but again, it's not a main picture, so that's not going to fit the requirements of my project. I do have index though, which is kind of nice. It's got a big picture up here that I can use to feature the IT that I've chosen, and it's got the same thing. So I'm going to use this as my discovery page. Now, what happens if your template doesn't have those extra files that we have here? Well, that's fine, because we can just keep on using the same file as a template. And I'll show you in my next video how to do that.